The judge has ordered Megan's attorneys to pay outstanding court reporter invoices. Now this is plural. Invoices, not just one. Invoices that is outstanding. For all the slow people in the comment section trying to justify this, they said pay outstanding court reporter invoices, plural, for trial transcripts they previously ordered. The unpaid bills total approximately $15,500, includes a $14,600 invoice from December 2nd and an $837 invoice from December 16th. The court noted the transcripts were prepared and delivered and has now ordered payment by February 5th. These people are broke. They broke. They ain't got no money. And you know why they broke? Because they ain't got no more money to keep defending this nonsense. This is nonsense. Like, Megan, you are the cause of this problem. You're the cause. That's why I say Rock Nation is crumbling. It is crumbling because they used to have no problem, paying these fees off, right? Having Meg Thee Stallion go back and forth to court and in other situations. And now she ain't got it. And by the way, this was in December. They couldn't pay it because Megan ain't got the money. That's why she with Klay Thompson, because she ain't got it. So she had to go get her a rich man who could help her financially. These heifers are broke and they fake a lifestyle. In any other situation, Meg Thee Stallion would never date Klay Thompson. She would never date Klay Thompson. But the majority of rappers who have money don't want anything to do with Meg and Pete. So you know what she's done? She gets with Klay Simpin Thompson and gets him to agree to be in a relationship. So he agrees to be in this relationship. Look, somebody says destroying is a reach. No, it's not, brother. She making him look like a fool. Go look at the numbers on them tweets. Somebody in my comment says trying to say that Nicki Minaj isn't destroying Rock Nation. She absolutely is. Okay, she made him look like a complete weirdo last night. And I'm pretty sure he's going to beg for mercy at some point because of him being in those files. But I understand y'all want to defend him. You want to defend Rock Nation. But Megan ain't got the money to fight these cases. And again, if you have lawyers and you have a war chest, you should be able to pay these fees, no problem. But in any other situation, Klay Thompson, she would never want to date Klay Thompson. But Klay is, he's such a simp and he likes sleeping with her that he's willing to be in this PR relationship because that's all it is. So all of a sudden now she wants to show off her perfect relationship. What about the other time? All these other relationships she done been in? Because it's all for show. It's all to her weird fans. You know what's funny? You have these people who claim to be fans of Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B and others. They want to see these women single but in relationships. The reason why I say that Beyonce might need to divorce Jay-Z is for self-preservation, not because I think she should be single. It's because she don't want to have the financial fallout and social fallout from what he's doing. And he's been horrible with money. This is why this guy is mortgaging homes for payments, right? Not mortgaging. He's borrowing against the properties just so he could get the money. That man is spending up money left and right. Why do you think Beyonce is going on back-to-back tours? I would not be shocked if she goes on another tour because she has to bring in more money because of his spending. Just imagine. Because there was a time Beyonce wasn't doing no shows. Now she done did one tour, which was a huge success. Bam, she's back on the road touring again because she has to financially get the family going because this man is burning through money to the point to where Megan Thee Stallion, who's relying on Rock Nation to fund these lawsuits or to fund these, these cases, it seems like they can no longer do it. So now she got to go get in a relationship with Klay Thompson just to get the money. If y'all don't think that she's asking this guy for money, you don't know these heifers. They're not getting into no 50-50 relationship. She not paying no bills. Do y'all think Meg Thee Stallion is going 50-50 with Klay Thompson? No, she is not. She's spending his money, and he's glad to spend his money on her because that's what these suckers do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say being a celebrity, only good thing about being a celebrity is making money, because as a man, you recycling the same women? That's crazy. And then you're recycling women that have mental issues. Megan Thee Stallion helped put a black man in jail over her hurt feelings because she got drunk and got violent and it went left. And he's to blame for that. And the funniest thing about this is that when Tory Lanez was found guilty and sent to jail or sent to prison, the district attorney, who's gone now in California, put out a statement that basically, and I'm just paraphrasing, he's glad that Tory Lanez went to jail because Tory Lanez hurt a black woman, and he felt like he was defending these women against men like Tory. And that was celebrated. But then you find out that Jay-Z, according to the files, was harming girls. How do you justify that? I know people are doing mental gymnastics trying to figure out, well, Jay-Z didn't exactly do this or he didn't exactly do that. I understand y'all grew up with him. He is your hero. He's not my hero. He's not somebody that I look up to. So maybe I'm just different. And by the way, I'm 36. So growing up, I knew who Jay-Z was through the late 90s, early 2000s. But at the end of the day, we see why Rock Nation is who they are and why they're so ruthless. Look at the type of people he was around. He was with the Steens. He was dealing with these people. He was really in that Hollywood swamp. And to hear that district attorney try to use the Tory Lanez being found guilty and sent to prison as he's helping women. Bro, you were looking in the wrong direction. Because California, especially LA, is full of predators who have never been prosecuted for anything that they've ever done. But we all have scapegoats. And what Megan has done, she has filed these lawsuits and Jay-Z's been funding it. And look at God. Look how God works. You try to destroy a man's life, but that mirror always looks back at you at the end of the day. It does. I mean, look at this. This heifer Megan can't even pay her fees because they ain't got the money. They thought that Megan would get more, but Megan doesn't even have enough to cover the filing fee. You know what I'm saying? She did get awarded enough to pay these fees, which is about $15,000. She got awarded what, $40,000, but not the 1 or 2 million she thinks that she's gonna get. Now, people are still saying, well, Milagro may end up having to pay those lawyers' fees. That judge is not gonna make that woman pay no $2-3 million in lawyers' fees. She's just not gonna do that. Now, I would be shocked. Not shocked. I'd be surprised. I'm like, y'all do know that this girl can't pay no millions of dollars in lawyers' fees, right? So it could be a situation where they say, well, they order her to pay maybe $500,000, because I've seen it to where they make it as reasonable as possible for a person to pay lawyers' fees. So you're already in debt and in the hole for attorney's fees. And by the way, Megan is gearing up to challenge the ruling, because I don't think she got defamation, I think. So she's getting new lawyers, which are going to be even more expensive than the previous lawyers, which is going to cost even more money. She's putting herself in more debt. By the way, Jay-Z himself is losing money because he's bad with money. But, you know, this right here is it just shows you that, you know, common sense ain't common. You're doing this because of your guilt. You want this to go away. It never will, Megan. And Jay-Z and Desiree Perez put that batter in your back, and now you're stuck.
I am happy Milagro won. Shade Room sisters are pissed.
Salute, Sir Shy. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah, they were pissed because they identify with Megan. They think she's a victim. They look at her. She's an average looking woman. She's not overly attractive at all. She just likes to twerk and show off her body. So they identify with her. And so they want her to be successful and all that, but they go about it the wrong way. So you're okay with her trying to destroy another black woman? You people are insane. You people are absolutely insane. Y'all want her to destroy another black woman. What, because she reshared a photo that was sent to her and her life is supposed to be destroyed and y'all are okay with that? But I thought y'all cared about black women. I thought y'all cared about the well-being of black women. Obviously, these heifers don't. These heifers hate black women, but they only team up with black women if they're trying to destroy a black man. Yeah, Kiko, Megan Thee Stallion is a very average looking woman. Y'all may think she's hot or say she's average. There's nothing wrong with that. Salute Jaded 23.
Salute. Had to tune in to hear the gospel.
Salute, bro. Salute. Appreciate you. Yeah, she's an average looking woman. All this over an average looking woman. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. But the crashing out, the just, you know, it's I all over Meg Thee Stallion. This is crazy.